A viewer recently asked me if I would create a more masculine looking piece of furniture, and I thought this was the perfect challenge. So off to the thrift store we go to find the perfect piece. Let's see what we can redesign today. Come on along. I'm hitting up my favorite thrift stores, and even though they're having a nice sale with 30% off everything, I'm still not super inspired by what I'm seeing, and these prices are kind of crazy high. So I'm going to keep looking a little bit and see if there's anything that sparks some inspiration here. I came up empty-handed at my two favorite local thrift stores, so I jumped on an auction site and found a dresser. I placed the winning bid for the bargain price of $14. I know this dresser doesn't look like much now, but it's gonna get an awesome facelift. We got this guy home, and wow, is it ever in rough shape. It was so much more damaged than what was in the original pictures from the auction, but that's all right. There's not a bit of solid wood at all on this dresser. It's most definitely a mass-produced particle board type of piece of furniture, but I am really excited to show you today what this run-of-the-mill furniture can look like with a little bit of imagination. First things first, I've got to get this piece really clean. I'm using Simple Green and some warm water in the bucket. Simple Green really cuts through any dirt or grease and grime, and it also helps get off any of that residual furniture polish that's been left behind. Cleaning the piece also allows you to just look over your piece thoroughly and see what repairs you need to make. I get to see if there's any structural damage that I need to fix. It's just a good way to get an overall assessment for what this project is going to take. These drawer tracks are pretty messed up, but upon inspection, it looks like I've just got a bunch of socks stuck, well, everywhere in this dresser. Tons and tons of socks. Now that the socks are taken care of, I'll vacuum out and wipe down the inside of the dresser. I know this seems tedious, but it's really important to do if you're going to sell furniture. No one wants to go home with your dust bunnies. This hardware is original to the piece, but it's really outdated, so we're going to get rid of this and go with something else. So we'll get all of this hardware removed and set to the side. Now that everything is clean, I can finally see all of those scratches on the top that I'm going to need to fix. I'm taking some Minwax wood fill and making sure I cover up all of those pesky little marks. The drawer pulls also left behind those telltale indents, so I'll be sure to get those covered as well. I'll be using the same hardware holes, so I'll want to make sure that those are not covered up. This dresser chipped when we were getting it out of the truck, but luckily I found the piece right when it happened, so I'm just going to take some wood glue and get this reattached. Now that my wood fill is dry, I'm giving the dresser a good scuff sand with a 180 grit sanding pad. I'm using my Surf Prep 3x4 raised sander to get into all the corners and the details of this dresser. I'm dealing with a slick laminate surface on the top of this dresser, so I want to be sure that I've got this roughed up pretty well so that my paint is going to adhere. I'm also taking the extra time to make sure that all of the wood fill that I've put on the top is nice and smooth. The middle of these drawers just has that plastic detail that's in the center. I decided to keep these because it's really going to help bring out the finish that I'm going for in the end, so I'm giving these a nice little scuff sand as well. Now that I've gotten everything sandy again, I'm taking just a little bit of water to wipe everything down before we can start painting, and I'll let this dry for just a little bit before the next steps. For today's dresser, I'm using the color Licorice by Country Chic Paint for the body of this dresser. It's a rich, deep black that has a matte-like finish, so it's perfect for that masculine vibe that I'm going for today. I'll load this into my gravity-fed HVLP sprayer. I've linked my sprayer down below that uses a 20-gallon compressor, but I've also linked another electric sprayer from Wagner down there also, just in case you don't have a large compressor like I do out in your garage. If you don't want to use either of these options, Country Chic Paint works perfect with just a paintbrush, so don't be intimidated by some of these extra steps. You can totally do this project with just the basics. I'm linking everything I'm using on today's flip in the description box below, but Country Chic Paint is low VOC. You can use this inside if you wanted to. There's literally no smell at all. It dries fairly quickly and it takes 2 coats for full coverage. You can see on just this first coat how well this covers. Next, I'm taping up the sides of my drawers so I don't get any overspray on them before we start to paint. I still have another coat to do on the body of the dresser, so I'm going to get out my Wagner Flexio sprayer that I purchased from Lowe's. I'm filling this up with some leftover tan paint for the drawers of the dresser. This Wagner sprayer is really lightweight and it has a specific setting for a fine finish, which is great for furniture pieces. That's where I'm going to set mine today. But I always recommend testing your settings out on a piece of cardboard before you start, just to make sure you've got the right material flow set. You don't want to have too much paint coming out all at once. I've done that. It is not fun to correct, but this is a really easy sprayer to learn on if you're interested. I'm applying 2 coats of this tan paint for full coverage, but we are not going to stop there. I have got something extra special in mind for these drawers. Now that the tan on the drawers has finished drying, I'm going to try a new to me product. This is Country Chic's furniture glaze in the color Graphite. This furniture glaze is a water-based product and it has a lot of open time, which means it's not going to dry quickly on me. So that's going to allow me to play with this for a little bit so I can get the exact look that I'm going for. I'm using this graphite glaze all over the front of my drawers, making sure I pay extra attention to get it into that crinkled detail that's in the center. For these drawers, I'm going to do a variation of that Pottery Barn finish that you may have seen floating around on other furniture videos. I actually used this finish on some nightstands a few months back, and I will link that video below as well if you want to see how it's done with brown paint and brown glaze. But while my glaze is still wet, I am taking a large deck brush and running it through the top to create this texture on the drawers. And then the final step is I'm taking a hard bristle broom and running it through with 1 or 2 passes to create that final wood grain type of look. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've seen this technique before or if you've tried it out yourself and what you thought of that final finish. For added protection, I'm going to be using Country Chic's eco-friendly top coat in the satin finish. This satin finish does not yellow over time and it's extremely durable. Again, low VOC, as is all of Country Chic's products, so if you need to paint this in your home, you totally could. I've loaded it up into my gravity-fed sprayer and I'll apply 2 coats for full coverage. Once this is applied, I'm going to let it dry overnight before I can attach the hardware. I found these antique brass round knobs off of Amazon. These have been super hot this year for furniture flips. I really like the finish that are on these, and it just gives that extra rustic touch of that masculine vibe that we're looking for with this project, so they were the perfect fit. One last look at my before, the super duper beat up dresser made out of particle board that I picked up from an estate sale for $14, with the hopes of turning this into a masculine flip for my viewer. And here is my after. I can hardly believe that this is actually the same dresser. It looks so modern and upgraded with that deep dark black matte chalk paint against the textured rustic brown drawers. Not bad for a $14 dresser. What do you guys think? Did I nail the request or not? Let me know in the comments below. And since I'm always searching for ideas, be sure to let me know what kind of project you'd like to see me flip in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've attached a playlist of some of my most requested DIY projects so you can watch those next if you'd like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Next week's project is already rolling in, and I'll see you next time on Lemons to Lemonade Furniture.